Hello everyone, this is Ashish. Welcome back to Torq Fire podcast. I'm having with me stupendously gorgeous Komal Taya. How are you doing, Komal? First time in the studio with this chair?
I don't remember. I feel like I've done podcasts in it.
No, because the last podcast was with Nikita. I've done podcast in it. So I have done couple of it.
So last podcast was with Nikita. So what happened? I seriously had
That
some
day only
great
this.
back issues. I got them, and then we got this new chairs because of that stool only. No.
Yeah, for people who do not know about the zeal of Komal Taya, it is almost mind-boggling how she went through that 3-hour long podcast. The podcast was 1.5 hour long, but because of a lot of issues, we actually sat down for 3 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah, Komal was not well that day at all. So bad that next morning she had to go to the hospital. That was that bad.
In midnight, I had to
4
go.
o'clock in the
I
morning.
had to rush into the hospital.
Yeah, and nobody would really realize how bad it was, right? If you did not tell them.
It was so bad that I was literally crying with the pain.
And Komal is so good at faking it that I'm pretty sure that even Nikita did not understand. She was talking casually to her, right? Okay, anyways, we are going to bring it again, the duo, Komal Taya.
Don't say that. They'll be thinking I'm faking it all the while.
No. I did not realize it. I'm sure Nikita did not realize it.
You were also thinking that your pain disappeared.
Yeah. But Komal was having some serious issues. But for good news is that next morning it got perfect. Yeah. Dr. Vivek, I think, right?
Yeah.
Good gentleman, right? Fixed it.
He handled us well.
Yeah, these days because of COVID situation, a lot of hospitals are like, we want to do the COVID test first. What the hell, man?
Yeah.
You want to hear a crazy story? I've told you about this, but they do not know. So let me go ahead. All right. So it was close to the month of September and COVID situation was outbreaking.
Yeah.
So I was outside the hospital.
Yeah.
It was a clinic only. So one old lady, somewhere close to the age of 70, actually fell in the kitchen. And because of that, she got temporarily paralyzed. She was not able to move. All right. And now they bring her to this clinic and the clinic doctor says that we want to do the COVID test first. Like, what the hell? What does COVID has to do with this? At least fix the problem, right? And that is what I liked about that doctor.
Yeah, we like that. But Ashish, like that is also necessary, no?
But
what if that person is contaminated?
But you can put in an isolated place, have proper protection.
That we can do. Yeah.
And you know what? In Ranchi, it used to take 2 days to get the COVID test. You're going to let that lady lie down over there for 2 days?
Yeah.
You understand?
We were also wondering, what if I was in so severe pain that I could not tolerate it. I was literally crying with the pain. I was like my inner organs would burst out. It was so horrible, right? So what happened? We thought that if the situation like that if I had to go for COVID test and like that is gonna be terrible for me.
Yeah. No, I was half ready that we'll have to go to some other hospital because
I didn't even think of that. You only put that in my mind later on. Like,
because I saw the situation last year.
That could also be the possibility, no? So
but
that came in my mind.
Thankfully, it was all good, right? That is why I took the name of the doctor, man. You did.
Yeah.
Hey, how cool it would be that he watches our podcast. Hey, those two people were over here, man. Okay, anyways, we are not that big though.
Yeah. The moment he told me that he's gonna put injection, and
cool.
I'm like, okay, no, the pain is bearable.
Here's the thing. Komal is so afraid of the injections that she does not know her blood group. That's one injection that is going in her arm very soon though. Right? That is absolutely necessary.
Oh God, people are gonna take a toll on me.
No, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of girls who are that scared of injections, isn't it?
But when it comes to bravery, like if I have to do, then I can do.
Yeah. Then
if someone dare me up.
You have to do tomorrow, Komal Taya, so be ready.
If someone dare me up, when I'm like the worst condition, then I make my mind. Like, suppose devil is in front of you and he gives you two choices. Either just take injection or you are gonna die. So I'll choose. I'll definitely choose to take injection, right?
Yeah.
So I always make my mind like that whenever I have to go for some tests and all.
Karthik sir was shocked that you don't know your blood group. Like, I was also at that time only realizing.
Are you listening, Karthik sir? Just listen to this.
At that time only I was realizing, oh hell man, yeah, she can get into an accident and we don't know her blood group, man. What are we going to do? They're going to put some other blood?
you are going to make me embarrassed. I was never embarrassed. In fact, I was showing off till the date. Kartik sir was mentioning that I don't know my blood group, you know.
Yeah, I was
and
also
then
like, chill
he
about
made
that.
me, he made me embarrassed. Like, okay, I don't know about my blood group.
You should know. Now, let us get into the topic of discussion
Yeah.
today. Topics. There are a lot of things that we can talk about today. So, Komal was a part of Art of Speaking Batch 6. How was that, Komal? 1 month experience.
It was freaking fantastic, Ashish.
Freaking fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. Now, in that only, me and Komal got into a podcast zone. So,
Yeah.
we started to talk about this one topic that everyone wants to be a leader. And I'm like, no, everyone doesn't want to be a leader. And you're like, no, everyone wants to be one, but they don't. Go for it. Something like that.
They don't know it.
Yeah.
I know, like, I feel like 99% people over here in podcast is going to disagree with this. What, like, the same would happens with the other topics also. Like, everybody disagrees. Now over there, like, my what shall I call her? My batchmate of my counterpart of Out of Speaking. So she was telling me that, okay, I disagree with you a lot on my face. Like, okay, I like a lot of people must be disagreeing with me.
No, they are actually the minorities who disagree with you. Yeah, you can take the example of sleeping as a career. No, everyone agrees with you.
Yeah.
If people can agree.
Tell us in the comment section. That would be good.
If people can agree with you in a topic so dumb, then I can believe that they agree with you in most of the topics.
It's not dumb topic, Ashish.
All right, let's move
That
fast
is
forward.
not dumb. That is not dumb. You can seriously take sleeping as a career.
I agree, ma'am.
Thanks to that person who mentioned all the career aspects.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on. So, you really do feel that everyone wants to be a leader? Everyone. Like 100% of the population.
I feel like intentionally and unintentionally, everybody is in their zone. Like, everybody like to dictate, no? Like, you're happy with children and children are around you and you like to dictate them. Do that, do this.
No, but it's like everything has a black and white. So, everyone would like the strength that they get from steroids, but they will not like the side effects, right?
Yeah, you know.
Everyone would like the high of cocaine, but they don't want to get drug overdosed, right?
Yeah.
So everyone would like the power and the fame of a leader, but they don't want the responsibilities.
So guys, I'm just thinking that, okay, we suppose intentionally, even I don't want to be a leader. But maybe someday when I'll get power, because people are so thirsty of this dictation, because power brings leadership, right? And leadership brings dictation, that you are dictating people, do this, do that.
Actually, yeah, see, that is the thing that people don't understand about leaders. That leaders should be the ones who don't really want to be leader. Those should be the ones who don't really want the power for the lust that they have.
That is mind-boggling. Something just explain to me. What are you saying?
Yeah, so the best leaders are the ones, those were chosen by the people, that they did not choose that I can be a great leader for people. No, it's not like that. They had
People
to become the leader because they
Yeah.
knew that nobody better can do it the job better.
Yeah,
right?
suppose like what if I just put you up in the next election like that?
Yeah. Like everybody
No,
knows that.
seriously, I meant that.
No, like better examples would be like we all know that Elon Musk should be the president of United States,
Yeah,
right?
because he has, we were discussing about this thing, no, Ashish, one day that why don't people like chairman of ISRO or the leading if I say the leading officials who are so good in leadership, like something regarding to DRDO or nuclear chemistry or in any field, if somebody is leading, so that person must be having so many skills in her or him, so they'll be like, okay, they can lead the country so well.
So there was a case where Mahendra Singh Dhoni was about to become the CM of Jharkhand.
Yeah, that would be so great, no?
Yeah, because they have leadership qualities already.
Their leadership qualities get tested and at the time when there is optimum pressure.
But it is not all about leadership, the politics, no? It's a lot about politics, So
I think they can take inspiration from lot of leaders in our past.
The thing is that it's very dirty also. So we don't only need the men or women who are very good at leadership, but people who are ready to get their hands dirty, because it's not clean out there. There are so many people telling you what to do over there, and there are so many things that would open up when you get to the parliament, when you realize, oh, this is something that common people don't really know. You understand? And when the burden of billions of people.
Obviously, like he would have been CM if he was that willing to go for it. If he would have stood for it, obviously we can think that 80% possibility is there, he would have become. So interest is not there. What if the interest is there?
Yeah.
And he can prove to be a good CM,
And
PM,
there we
anything.
have a good example of Arvind Kejriwal.
Yeah,
Right?
APJ Abdul Kalam, no?
Yeah, he was also a very good example. Like he became the
Yeah,
president.
yeah. You know, why don't we take people like these?
And he did a lot for the country.
Exactly.
During the time when it comes to the technology, especially.
Exactly.
Right?
You know, why don't we choose people like these?
Yeah, there should be more examples like APJ Abdul Kalam.
Exactly.
And
He's the best example.
And currently we are having like dozens of APJ Abdul Kalam who can, obviously there is no parallel to that man, but there are people there are more scientists now. There are more, because ISRO was very small. APJ Abdul Kalam basically was in ISRO during the 1960s. Now imagine the amount of scientists who were in 1980s, obviously manifold more, right? And then the organization has grown, and same goes with DRDO or BARC. And there are more people who can be over there in that situation, right?
Yeah.
So that would definitely be good. But coming back to the point, like a lot of people who are capable don't really want to get over there. Like you can look at Barack Obama, and in 5 years he'll look like he has aged 20 years because of the toll that he took, because he was at that state.
Yeah,
right?
with every power comes lot of responsibility.
I'll give
and when you are representative of a country, so you have a hell lot of responsibility, commitments with you.
I'll give you more examples. During the World War II, we'll have to get over there again. Winston Churchill lost his health badly. Roosevelt I'm getting mistaken. The president of United States actually died before the World War II ended. Hitler himself lost great deal of his health. These people were not the same men by the time they had their 4 or 5 years of service during this time. So it takes a lot to be a leader, and sometimes human body is just not capable of that. That is why it might not be the best idea to have a single ruler. We should have a board of rulers.
Today only we were discussing
board
this,
of leaders, right? People who can discuss. Keep hundreds, man. We are having billions of population. How about we have hundreds and hundreds of people deciding what is the best? Correct? So that would be a better way.
Exactly, Ashish. That looks so fascinating. No?
But coming back to the point, like you were saying that deep down everyone wants to be a leader. Are you still agreeing with that?
Not leader, leader in terms of when you have power. I feel like everybody loves that position deep down. Unknowingly also. Fine. Like if suppose if I'm talking to you, I'm arguing with you, I'm on my point and you are on your point. So if I'm defending my point, so that means that that shows that that I want to dictate. I want to dictate you my point. I want you to.
But leadership is not about dictating, no?
So I'm telling you, it's not. I'm not talking about that power. I'm talking about some deep down we have this power. We have this habit. We have this tendency to dictate. If I'm proving something to you, obviously I'll stand by it. I'll stand by my statement. So what does that mean? That you should also stand. If we argue, why do we argue? To prove our point? To prove our point, what does that mean? That means that other person should also believe it. If you'll say yes to it, I won't say anything. If you'll say no to it, I'll start arguing with you, or you'll start arguing with me.
Okay.
So what is the root of that? I want you to believe in the same belief which I'm believing in. Oh God.
Yeah. And that's the thing, that there are multiple.
So that means I'm dictating you to believe in that. So we human loves to dictate. I feel so.
Yeah, but that is not correct actually. So you might be having a lot of beliefs, and I might be having a lot of beliefs.
Yeah, so
and
we can be wrong also.
No, we both can be right. That is the thing.
Yeah.
And there are different ways of doing things, and that is why it is absolutely wrong to dictate someone. It is correct to show the correct way and logically prove that your way is correct. And that is what is the democracy all about that we are having right now. It is not about a man telling other people what to do. It is about a more capable person being in charge of listening to the crowd and deciding what to do.
Yeah, Ashish, yeah.
So that is like old mentality that kings are having the power and they will be telling others what to do. That is absolutely wrong, and we have learned from our history. Correct?
Yeah.
So maybe you are correct that people want to lead because they are having a false idea about leadership.
Dictate.
Yeah.
You just more precise.
Yeah, but we had put it in that way, right?
Yeah.
Because they misunderstand leadership with dictatorship.
Yeah.
You understand? So it is not like everyone wants to be the man, right? I'm going to do whatever I want to do, and they are going to do whatever I want them to do.
Yeah.
So that is a problem.
But I'm talking about the tendency,
Yeah.
Ashish, that we people have that. We can't deal with it because it is instilled within us. Like some emotions like hatred, some emotion like jealousy, like anger. These emotions we don't want, and I'm pretty sure nobody wants these emotions in them. But still we have them.
But we have to
Because we can't do anything with it.
But we have to subside that all the time.
Obviously we have to do that. And same with this thing. I never, the way I was explaining over here, I was not even thinking of that in the earlier manner. I was not thinking that, okay, you only just put light over this fact that we should control that. We should stop controlling.
Yeah, we all have our demons, right?
Yeah. We should let other person feel free with their opinions and should also respect your opinions and should be open with the changes, with the perceptions, with the amendments in your principle or beliefs, right?
Yeah.
So you should be always open for that.
That's the thing. That is why I said that a leader does not really want to be a leader. That would be a good leader because that person is not over there for the power, but is over there because of the need of the population. Now he is going to or she is going to serve the population. You understand?
Exactly.
So a true leader would not even want to be over there, but is forced to be over there. You understand? Because of the responsibilities. And that person is a good man or a woman because that person knows that if I do not take the charge right now, chaos might happen.
Yeah.
You understand? So that would be the best example. But people who run for it are never the good option. And that is the problem we are having with politics, that people are really running for it. A single man cannot have that responsibility. We got to change it sometime in the future because we are still running on the philosophies that were made thousands of years ago. You understand? Democracy might just be a very old-fashioned philosophy for the generation we are having right now.
We need to come up with some new things, with some new amendments.
Yeah.
Maybe these are things, democracy, dictatorship. Maybe we'll discover some new thing. We don't know the term. So maybe we'll discover some new thing where the things will be more fair.
And the time is right now. People should be working on it.
It is the need of an hour.
Yeah.
Because what is happening, you were telling me that case, no?
Which one?
China one, like Joe Rogan and all.
Yeah. So recently, I think the episode was something 1617 or something. Mike Baker came over here. He is a former CIA agent. So he brought some surprising things over there. Like China is using their hackers, and even Russia is doing that to get intelligence out of a lot of countries. And basic philosophy of China is like just steal information and just build there up, because it is much easier. Like it takes years and decades to build some technology. It takes minutes to steal it. And if you do it like that, you are definitely going to be faster. And they're having like some plan by 2049, China is going to be the world power, like that.
And Ashish, like at one point I'll come back to this. One point to it, how lightly we take this accessing of information.
Yeah.
People over here, I think, around me, I have seen people are very light. Like, what will happen? I don't have anything in my phone. What will they steal? People have this kind of perception in their mind that we don't have anything in our phone. What will they steal?
Yeah.
Like people having like students, they don't have that much amount in the bank and all. So what will they steal? We don't have anything to share.
Yeah.
But personal information is about you only. Like everything. Right? It's not about you don't have anything. It's about people are spying on you. That is wrong.
Yeah, that is wrong. And honestly, that is stealing your information of what websites you go is not really a threat to you or the nation. It's not really a threat. But what the Chinese government and Russian governments are apparently doing right now is hacking the national intelligence part, right? So there was a news, that is why I don't want to put like much effort on that, but apparently a nuclear reactor got hacked by Chinese hackers. And you know what that can do? A nuclear bomb that you created is exploded by some other nation. Done. Fukushima Part 2, Chernobyl again. Yeah.
Like nuclear plants settled in your country is now getting controlled by another person sitting in another country.
You want me to tell you a little bit about nuclear reaction? because it is interesting and anyone can understand.
Obviously, like I'm chemistry girl. Obviously,
No.
I love to have.
Yeah. So this is what goes on. So basically, there is one thing that we call reactivity, right?
Yeah.
So it has to be 1. 1 means that the number of neutrons produced is just equal to the number of fissions that are happening.
Yeah.
If it is greater than 1, no, then more reaction is going. So what happens in atom bomb is that it is greater than 1. If it is less than 1, then basically that will shut down over time, right? So nuclear reactor is nothing but an atom bomb with reactivity equal to 1. If someone controls it and it goes greater than 1, and that is why there are control rods. Control rods are basically neutron absorbers. So the moment that it is going above 1, you're going to drop the control rod. It is going to absorb the neutrons.
You showed me that, I think, in your members special video.
Yeah. In members special, I've talked about Fukushima.
Yeah.
So you are going to do that. So what if it can be the control rod is all automated? Obviously, a person is not going to go and drop and take out the control rod. It is all radioactive, and that is why robotics has huge application when it comes to nuclear reactors. But if it is automated, someone else can control it. They pull it out, it goes out of control. It's an atom bomb.
So is it automated now?
Obviously, it is automated.
That's why it is happening now.
See, a person cannot be sitting over the reactivity is going up. Let us drop it, right? So it is obviously something is calculating the number of neutrons. A lot of devices for that, and once it goes out of control, then they are going to drop it. What if they are just going to hack it, and the one counting the number of neutrons, it is going to be messed with, and then it is going to show false information. It is going to show that neutrons are actually dropping, and then what they are going to do is pull away the control rod, and the reactivity is increased.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That is.
So that can happen.
That is,
So we were talking. No, the World War III is going to be on space.
Yeah.
I think we are one step ahead. Maybe the World War III is going to be over the internet. And see, that is what.
That is also one possibility, which a lot of people, pops out every now and then. That this can be like because everything is because of internet only nowadays. What is another person from another country? He or she hacks your system.
You know what I like about India?
Yeah.
So I've been into very deep government organizations, BARC and ISRO both. But what I've seen is most of the work is still on hard copy paper. So they are not that much relying on computer. That is what I like about it. It is not that hackable.
But it should be there, no? Like the highest, because nowadays you don't know.
It should be.
It does not. Suppose if I'm talking like that, even if we are not operated with net or like something like that pops out, that if somebody is able to hack your system, like some new discovery, you never know.
Yeah.
Right, some new discovery happens and people start hacking out your system, so you never know. You can't rely on online platform all the time.
That is true.
So for highest official, for this secretive thing, they should always keep it in hard copies and
at the same
like our
time.
Passwords, we should never save it online. We should always keep it in hard copy form. That is the safest way you can do.
That is what I am doing right now.
And never reveal it. That best way to just protect it.
Let me contradict that. So before World War II, France was also doing the same, and for communication they were not using telephone networks, and they were using mail boys to send written applications on mail, and one person is going to ride the motorcycle, go to the other place, and here the attack is coming, and that is very much delayed.
That we have seen in when Alan Turing
that was like deep into World War II. But this was just before World War II, and that is basically the reason that France was taken, because Blitzkrieg is basically very fast, right? So you cannot be relying on your slow old age. And you know what the officer over there said, why we want everything to be on hard copy? Because he was afraid that it can get hacked, and because of that fear, the whole nation was gone. You understand? So there are advantages and disadvantages of both, right?
Yeah, I think ISRO, BARC, these all highest official things, ministry and all, they should work on hiring big scale hackers so that they because hackers are the usual one who can save them.
I think they are already doing it. I think they must be doing that because it is their responsibility. I do not know about BARC and ISRO definitely, but the intelligence unit of any country would be doing it, and they are very aware of when hacks happen, and they might be like, I'm pretty sure that every country is having secret agents in other countries. I'm pretty sure about that.
Obviously, that is shown. That is, everybody knows that happens. It happens.
It is very much necessary also. There's one thing like you can have embassy, Like that is very much like, okay, both sides knows about that. But the second thing is that have secret agents. Why? Because other countries are having secret agents in your country. So they have the information. You better have the information as well.
You can't think that everybody, it's same. Like if you are good, you can't think that everybody around here in the world is good. Right? So you have to protect yourself.
Yeah. So that is the thing. Like it is very controversial also, that if someone is going to do bad to you, are you also going to do bad to them? Because that is how civilian bombing started, right? Because like Allied forces were like, we don't really trust on killing civilians, and then German bombs the whole city, and then they go and bomb the whole Dresden area of Germany. So both are doing the wrong thing only, but they are having the excuse that okay, they did it first, right?
Yeah, but you know what I love about India, Ashish? I just love this thing about India. I just love this thing. That we are never, the initiator of bad things.
Man,
bad things in terms of violence.
Yeah, the more I grow up, the more I understand what a beautiful country India is.
Yeah.
Like the colors that you have over here, and that is what we were discussing. There was some Miss India question coming up. Like what would you want India to be in, let us say, 50 years or so?
Yeah,
correct?
So we were just seeing this Miss India pageant, and we came across this question that how you're gonna project your country after 50 years, right?
Yeah.
On the global scale.
Yeah.
So
basically,
you kind of answer differently.
Yeah, so we don't want India to be superpower, but at the same time we want it to be a representation of something.
We don't mind we don't mind India to be superpower.
Yeah, superpower is a dangerous word, by the way, because if you
have
one
it is negative
one stick bigger than others, then others are going to definitely have a problem. But what India can definitely teach to the rest of the world. See, India is known for its diversity, right? You know what other place is having higher diversity? The freaking world. Okay, there is no place having more.
The world itself is, multicultural. The similarities we have, this diversity we have.
Different languages, different colors, different
races,
cultures. Everything is different. But in India, in this small peninsular country, small compared to the big giant countries, obviously, I'm talking about size only. We are number 7 when it comes to size. We are having such a huge diversity. Like I go from one state to another, I can't literally understand the language over there. People are completely different, but we have somehow learned how to live with it.
And also to respect each other, you know.
Yeah, I've lived in a state for more than 1 year.
Just ignore 20% of the population.
That is always going to be
exceptions
issue.
are always
Racism
there.
and all you are always going to face.
Everywhere people are so welcoming.
Yeah.
And people should learn, out of India, people should learn how to live peacefully. I've seen some examples, where people, like Muslim people are coming into, gurdwaras and all, they are eating.
Yeah, so, I've gone to this mosque.
Yeah, so it is kind of, this is something which will fill your heart with so much emotions and so much love. Like, these kind of things also exist.
You know what
this is humanity.
You know what is a common statement given?
Yeah.
That if you find two communities fighting, most likely a Britain person was over there. so before the whole what we call colonization, which was freed in 1947, there was no differences between Hindus and Muslims, right?
Yeah.
They were fighting together. And after that, the whole problem that we are having is where it was originated, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not blaming them. Obviously, nobody can blame anyone for their history. But that is the truth.
But still, we are living with so much harmony. Still.
Yeah.
So,
that is what I'm saying. How much harmony we would be having in 1600s, 1700s. And let us bring it back. Like, we are getting to that position. So, I was saying that this is something that you can teach the world. How to live together with all the differences.
With so much in love, when you'll go to villages and when you'll go to raw part of India. Villages are raw part, right? Crude part. So you'll see people, what happens at my side in Haryana. My mom will make curry. If you know what curry is, like, it's a curry.
Explain about it.
Yeah, it's a curry. I don't know how to explain it.
I also don't know. It's just a food.
I don't even know the recipe, so how can I explain that how it is made?
Yeah.
So it is curry. Indian people must be knowing it. So so whenever my mom or my grandmother from maternal side, she'll make it, she'll distribute it in the neighborhood, whole neighborhood she'll distribute it. It's same with buttermilk, that means lassi. We'll distribute it. If anybody comes up, there people usually share everything. It is still there.
North side, especially the Punjab area and all, they are really good at it. Like, we don't do that much, but here also we are having a neighbor who is from Delhi side, and whatever they will have, even if they have like sweets from their home, they will come and give.
The person over here, like in the same building, he comes and distributing sweet to Ashish. Ashish has hardly waved a hand to him twice, and he came with the sweets in his hands, and he's coming to distribute.
And maybe it is our big good history that maybe the earlier rulers and all, they implanted this in our idea that this is how you live together with each other.
So
right?
that is so good example, no? But there is something like this, like in cities, I don't know what is happening. People are not talking to each other.
Yeah, that is
maybe because of like some, you don't know what kind of, this can be threat also. This can be dangerous also.
Yeah, but now,
sometimes
because of the internet and all, and the convenience they have in their own place, and they don't even have to ask what the next turn they have to take because they have Google Map and all. So we are finding less and less need to talk to each other.
Yeah, I'll give you one instance. Once I was like in Delhi. So I was going, you must be remembering, I was preparing for the exam, and there was 1 week left for my exam. So before 1 week, again, I got sick. I booked a cab from Delhi to my home. So what happened when I went to my home, after I got off, we usually have this, payment is done now, the cab driver can leave. My father came outside. He asked him to come out, just sit inside. He fed him, lunch. He fed him like soft drinks and all. He asked me to just go to the nearby shop and get some drinks for him. That kind of
I'll tell you another story.
Hospitality and that kind of love. I was thinking like, am I bad person who is doing that let him go, Papa, let him go? And he was telling me, what kind of person have you become? So I was just thinking like whether I have become bad or like that. But apart from that,
this is a place where you both understand each other's languages also, right? Now I'll tell you a story which I have also not told you yet.
Okay.
So it was my first time visiting this place Kalpakkam. All right. So IGCAR Kalpakkam, that is Indira Gandhi Center of Atomic Research.
Yeah.
Back in 2017, I went over there close to July because that is where my training school was.
Yeah.
So the first time I'm visiting Kalpakkam, so my cab driver actually picked me up from Chennai International Airport, and he had to drop me a place which was 2.5 hours away by the cab. Okay. Now this person does not speak my language, does not understand Hindi, does not even understand English, right? But I just gave him that I have to be over here. Now this is the first time me landing on Tamil Nadu also. Now I also do not understand their language and how to communicate with these people. Now this person, I gave him like I have to reach over there, DAE trainees hostel or something like that, and he did all the work 9 o'clock at night. He could have dropped me. The dropping point was at least 1 kilometer away from where he finally dropped me. It was night, not very populated. He found the places, talked in the local language, and dropped me where I exactly need to be. So why did he do that? Because I'm new in that place, and he understands that I do not speak the language. I do not eat the food that they eat. He understands perfectly that I've been traveling throughout the day, and that is why he helps me without any reason.
Yeah.
Even though he is 2 hours far away from his home.
That is so beautiful, no? That is so, these are so beautiful visions to behold.
Yeah.
And right. Yeah. When you see such things, you kind of feel proud of being Indian.
Yeah.
Don't you?
There is definitely something very unique about this country.
Yeah.
The history, the way, and maybe the reason of diversity is that back in the days, India just opened the gates up for everyone. Everyone come over here, flourish, do your job. And that is maybe something that brought the diversity. Or some other reason might be that India was chunk of small parts and they all had different culture, and none of them really cared much about let's invade this land and let's just capture that and they are going to speak my language.
Yeah.
So maybe everyone was very peaceful, and that is still in us. Like, we don't really fight. We don't really invade some other country. We just defend ourselves. That's it.
Yeah.
Right?
We're happy with the way we are. Right?
Yeah, this is something that the world can learn from.
Yeah, and when people go to, foreign countries, they miss this thing about India.
Some do, some don't.
No, like people miss people. Why do they miss unknown people, stranger people?
Yeah.
Because they miss that essence,
So there was a telephonic consultancy call. There was a guy who is doing currently PhD from some university in America, most likely. So he said that all I want to do is finish my PhD, come back to India and work for my country. Like these people do have that feeling that I want to come back. And that is what Vikram Sarabhai actually capitalized on. So when he was trying to start ISRO, basically ISRO was nothing but a patch of land, that also a small patch of land, right? And they were trying to build something on their own. So what he did is that he pitched the idea that this is what we are doing. You want to work for NASA, which has already grown up, or you want to come over here and work for your own motherland and build something over there from scratch. And he really did bring a lot of NASA scientists, a lot of ESA scientists who had Indian origins, and they worked for ISRO initially. So that is great.
Can you remember that instance where when you were telling me that these NASA people were very willing to take that person? I don't know if that was a girl or boy.
Someone from IST.
So they were willing, whatever talents will emerge from whatever countries, this American people will take it out.
Not only America, Europe also.
Everybody will take out because everybody is on hunt for talent.
Yes,
because
and everybody should
wants
be.
talent.
Everybody should be.
Yeah. But that's a good thing, no?
Yeah.
But that is also a good thing that they are, they want to serve their own nation. That's it.
Here's the thing, like patriotism, I don't really want to get into that, but I'll tell you the story. So anyone who becomes a topper in Indian Institute of Space Science and Technology gets a 1-year master's course in Caltech, right? So she went over there and become a topper over there as well.
Okay, that was a girl.
Yeah, that was a girl. Okay. And then she becomes a topper over there, and they also have a bond of 10 lakh rupees. So NASA right now is even ready. At that time was even ready to pay the bond amount, and they basically said, just you say yes, we deal with everything else, you work for us. And she said no. She came back, started working for ISRO. So like even Avinash, who was over here, can easily go and work for any space organization in any part of the world.
He is the most talented guy, one of the most talented guys.
That dude like literally becomes he could have gotten any IIT. He was interested in space technology, goes to IST, becomes a topper over there, goes to Caltech, comes back, gets a good posting, works, and becomes a topper in training also. Like this training has nothing to do. It is not going to change his posting or something, not going to impact a lot on his promotion, career and all, but he just does his best. That is why I decided that he should be on the podcast. He was saying that, listen guy, I'm having a lot of people who are much more recent. I can get them on your podcast. And I said, no man, I know you.
I want only you. Ashish was adamant that I want you only.
Yeah, most likely we are going to have him again. By the way, another ISRO scientist is coming up on Momentum podcast, Sangam. Yeah, that is not yet released, but he's coming up. I mean, we have already recorded it.
I know him now. I know him on personal scale.
Yeah. All right, Komal. We want to move to some other topic.
Yeah, sure. We have talked a lot about this. Like I felt so emotional. I felt so, that patriotic feeling comes. And like I'm so proud of being Indian.
But at the end of the day, we have to look at the dark side also. That
we can't ignore that. It's not like everything can't be completely black and white. Same with people also, with countries also, everything.
Do you believe that governments in a lot of ways are just companies? They are making profit.
Obviously.
Yes. So
obviously,
that is like maybe.
How come the person who has a salary of only 40 to 50,000 makes a bungalow out of it?
Yeah.
When he or she wins an election.
Yeah.
How come?
Yeah. So definitely there's that side also.
Yeah.
But we have talked sufficiently about it. Maybe we are going to cover it on some other day.
Yeah.
You want to get into artificial intelligence? Just 10 minutes maybe discuss about that.
Okay.
What do you know about it? Because I want to explain if you don't know much.
It's like AI is a topic. I'm sorry. Like a lot of people must be interested in it, but I was very less interested in it.
You will also be interested because you don't know the topic. So that is why I asked, what do you think AI is? AI is everything around you. Basically what it is a human brain. But it is just not capable of thinking as much as you can.
Like suppose if I'm going in a mall and the door automatically opens. That is AI.
That is robot. That is robot. That is not AI.
That is AI only.
Yeah, okay.
That is
sensor one.
Yeah.
that is like, okay.
Yeah, it gets automatically opened.
Yeah.
And
So
the escalators, they sense sensors, and then it just sometimes they are off. What happened? Yeah, sometimes they are
okay.
off. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I got a call. Yeah, sometimes they are off, and when we are about 2 to 3 centimeter away, they just start escalating again.
So that escalator actually thought that now the customer is over here.
Yeah.
Now let us
Customer.
whoever person on the mall.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So
but that was a cool word. Customer.
Yeah.
That can be customer also. No, obviously,
So
for escalator, person escalating on it must be customer.
You are the customer for the mall.
Yeah.
Malls are also huge organizations.
Yeah.
You understand? So that elevator or escalator belongs to the mall only. So you are the customer of that escalator.
But the thing is that escalator is not only in malls, no? That's why.
Yeah. So maybe it is on airport, and then you are the customer of the airport.
No, sometimes it's on bus stand also, no?
What?
Yeah.
What bus stands do you have?
ISBT it has.
My railway station does not have escalator.
In Delhi it has.
Okay, Delhi girl. You are rich people over there.
No, it's not rich. It's like facilitating. They are just facilitating the thing.
I got one time very well facilitated in a Delhi bus because I got 200 rupees fine uselessly.
That happens with everyone, I guess.
Yeah.
Whoever is new in Delhi.
Okay. Anyways, coming back to the point, ma'am.
Yeah.
So these are basically machines thinking, right? So soon they are also like in your phone also. They are looking at the data, the websites that you're going, the things that you're putting in your wish list, and then they're putting in front of you, basically thinking. No person actually looked at it and decided, okay, let's put this banner in front of Komal's screen. So it is actually thinking right now. The problem is, what if it starts thinking more than you and it has the worldwide information? Like there is no human being which is having more information in its head more than Google.
That is shown in Matrix, no? There is a movie called Matrix. You showed me, no?
Yeah. It was also that only. That basically artificial intelligence captured the world.
In which game, like the whole life has become a game, right? Where the human minds are being monitored by these robots.
Yeah.
Right? These robots, and they are playing a game.
Yeah.
And they don't even realize that they are in they don't, like the real people like us, they don't even realize that they are in a game game field. It may be the case with us also, no, that maybe we are in game field too, and somebody else are maybe controlling our mind. Right?
That is what people are saying, that since the video games are becoming more and more natural and you almost feel that you're over there, and now like 7D and all that, you can feel it, even smell it. What is to say that it is not going to become your reality very soon, right? Yeah. So that is one thing, and you are very correct that is what is shown, and that is what I am getting at. That what if the machines become smarter than humans, and it feels the need that there is no need of human beings anymore. They are like polluting our lakes, making a mess out of everything. Like they are very much greedy. They are always on to war. Everyone wants to get on power. Let's just keep them in a zoo just to keep the genetics safe. And that's it. Forget about their future.
Same thing with aliens. We were talking about this, no?
Aliens don't give a shit about us. If they want gold or something.
Suppose if they are more evolved than us, if they are more advanced than us, what if they think of that? Why don't we own Earth, and why don't we just wipe out this human race?
Yeah, especially if their own planet is just a disaster and they need the resources.
Exactly. Maybe
they won't care.
They must, suppose if they are searching for some habitable planet, like we are searching, right? So what if they find Earth? If they are more advanced than us, if they are more capable than us in terms of technology, so what if they just take over us? What if they just wipe our whole population in just one go? Yeah.
So there was a movie also in which, so forget about aliens. We are creating those people over here only on Earth.
They are alien only.
Yeah. So I like to think about it. So I was thinking of writing a short film kind of thing. In which, no, I'm not going to tell the story.
No, I was about to say, don't reveal that.
But it was basically that only, that they are going to behave like humans only in future.
Yeah, Ashish, I don't know why, but I'm thinking that Ashish can be some future script writer in a big budget Hollywood movie where the director is some Oscar
James
award.
Cameron.
What?
James Cameron.
Yeah.
The one who directed Avatar.
Ron Cameron.
No, it was James Cameron.
It was Ron Cameron.
There was some other guy, who actually most likely directed the movie Dunkirk. Don't remember the name. Ron Howard. Yeah.
Okay, Ron Howard.
Yeah.
Which movie was that?
Dunkirk. You have not watched it.
No, we were in awe of that director. No.
Oh, okay. That is something different. I don't remember properly. Let's get back to the point.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically that is what I'm saying. Now there are two sides of it. So basically this topic, where it originated. It originated in the batch 5 discussion session, right, of art of speaking. So they are very enthusiastic about improving their speaking skills. So they said that, okay, we are going to have a discussion. And long after, like 1 month after their course is over, so I'm like, you're very enthusiastic, I'm going to be over there. So I was over there for 40 minutes listening at their discussion, trying to tell them what they can improve upon. But their topic was so interesting and their debate was so interesting on artificial intelligence that it brought me onto this. So
yeah, and that he got me late for the audition also.
yeah, but we got it on time, I guess. Or maybe not. Maybe
whenever audition comes, you have to do it as ASAP.
Then we would not be having this topic of discussion today, right? So many people would not be enjoying. You will get another audition, Miss Komal.
Nobody knows what we are talking about.
Look, no, they know we are talking about artificial intelligence. What I'm trying to say.
The instance we are talking about just now.
Yeah, we are talking about some online class going on, and I have
art of speaking class. Ashish Ashish is such a fantastic, speaker, and nowadays, what I say, speaker and teacher. His sessions are getting so popular that people, even if like the session has ended, they are still continuing the classes with Ashish. That we want to pursue it. So the same with me. I'm also thinking to do that.
No, I'm having people from batch 1 also, like October 2020 batch people still interested like that. So no, that is something like, it is very difficult for me to believe that someone else can be such a big enthusiast about speaking. Then if that person is ready to do that, then definitely I'm going to guide those people.
Yeah.
Right. So fees is like secondary over here, because I want to create legends. Like 20 years down the line, these people are speaking on TED Talk and all. It will be awesome moment, right? Okay, before that, I need to get on TED Talk.
Yeah. You'll get it. I'm just feeling that you will get it.
Yeah, I'll get it. The only thing is that I'll have to apply. I've not applied yet. Yeah, I'm not that big that they are going to approach, right? Otherwise,
you never know. Maybe you're gonna publish your book and then you become this most popular person around.
It's not gonna happen. Like, it is not a fairy tale. One book is published and you are on the top of the world. Now
that happened with the Mish. That happened with Chetan.
That was 2000s, like 2000, early 2000s.
It does not matter. Amish is like recent one only. When I was in college, he got popular.
No, was not popular enough to get to me. I was not knowing about that.
You were completely aloof person. You don't even know about Ranveer Singh, Ranbir Kapoor. So we can't count you like as a normal person.
But any writer's first book is the most popular book, right?
Yeah.
You cannot compare like Revolution 2020 with 5 Point Someone, or the first one of that trilogy with the third one, or even Sita or Suhail Dev and all.
Yeah. So guys, if you have seen Ashish video of that Bach versus ISRO, if you are amazed by the creativity, then you are going to be flattered by the creativity he has shown in his book.
All right, it
is going to be amazing. It is pre-promotion.
It looks like a big promotion. Let us get back to
But I seriously believe in it.
Yeah, the book is good, but I do not know if it is going to please the majority. That is the thing. Like, you have to be creative to understand that as well, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do my thing, but I'm not going to give the people what they want.
We are not expecting that it will be hit like that.
Yeah, but
you write book just out of your satisfaction, out of your happiness. You write it because you love writing.
Yeah, and I'm going to do it today. So the thing is that I was busy completing a lot of podcasts and lining it up and making a lot of videos. Now it is all lined up. 1 week I'm going to be out, and that is why we are recording this podcast. This is probably going to be published 1 week from where it is recorded, and this camera needs some repair. It is going to be out for a week, and 1 week I'm going to get into writing.
Yeah. he'll be out there most of the time either in Starbucks or in Blue Tokai.
No, Blue Tokai is my favorite these days.
No, his favorite is Starbucks only.
I'm liking Blue Tokai. I'm liking like third wave coffee, but third wave ambience is like garbage. Some coffee company needs to sponsor this podcast. They're missing out on a big deal.
Somebody approached me from the coffee company, and then they just,
bailed out.
Then they just forgot. I talked about you that why don't you do this? Why don't you, let's not reveal everything. So I just proposed one proposal in front of them, and they're like, Not
I'm like,
answering to me anymore.
No. Here's the thing. That coffee company, in like 3 to 4 of my podcasts, I'm sipping that coffee and my guest is sipping that coffee. All right.
Okay, now they know what we are talking about.
Both are sipping that coffee and all, like, we naturally use that, right? But they're not smart enough to understand that we need to like, I'm not even asking for money, man. Send us free coffee, that's it. We're not that big right now. Okay, shall we get back to artificial, like, you hate that topic so much that you diverted it?
No.
Komal is so sly. Okay, so Komal, my whole deal of talking about the art of speaking is that day to the students I was teaching how you can talk about any side. So far I have talked about the dark side, but here's the bright side. So let us say artificial intelligence does become smarter than human beings. Now here's the deal. They're already humans smarter than other humans. All the humans are not equally smart, right? Then what if, like, we are not having a situation where smarter humans are really trying to control the less smarter humans, right? We are having different grade of people. So what if artificial intelligence is really smarter, but we live in harmony? That's it. That can also happen, right?
What? Like, I was thinking something else and you just... Like,
No.
But we have different kind of people in terms of mind capability. Then what did you say after that?
Yeah, so what is the real problem with a lot of people is that artificial intelligence might become smarter than humans, right? Which might happen. And if it is smarter, then it is exactly like human also. First, it is going to become equal to human, right? Yeah. So it is basically a human smarter than other humans, which is an artificial intelligence just does not have blood flowing through its bloodstream or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But it is not necessary that a smarter thing will always try to control over less smarter people, right?
Yeah, we can't say that. But you know, tendency is always there of owning, of possessing. So, like, they don't have, you know, this same blood running in their veins as we are having.
Yeah.
But if they are that smart enough, so that means they have brain, they have thinking, that means they have emotions. So if they have emotions, so obviously they'll be having this emotion of jealousy and competing and taking over things too.
You see, that is why...
What if we don't put it over there? Then maybe they'll not be able to progress in their, you know, whatever field we just made them for. They'll not be, you know, doing good enough if we don't put that emotion of competitiveness.
The thing is that we can't really stop it anymore. Like, some part of the world or the other people already have been working on it for a long time and they are not going to stop because it is having huge values in it also, right? So obviously when you're sending a rover on Mars, it is better than sending a human being, because have you seen the SN9 just blasting off on the launch pad? No. So basically SpaceX had this idea that I'm going to test my launch vehicle which is going to go to Mars, and they tested it and it went like this and it went like this and boom, blast.
Yeah.
So that can happen on Mars also, right? And the second time, you know what happened? It landed properly. And after 10 minutes, it explodes. You know, just imagine that lands on Mars. People just get down and look back and it explodes. And now they are stuck on Mars. Yeah. You understand? So it is always better to send robots over there or artificial intelligence over there to get some data, right? Yeah. So it is having a lot of application also. You cannot send humans over there because we are very sensitive. We cannot kill humans, right? Yeah. Right, so obviously it is having applications and people are not going to stop working on it. Yeah. The only thing is that you should regulate it.
You should monitor it well. Yeah. Everything is about monitoring things, right? Everything is about governing things well.
Yeah.
Same with this world. Things happen, you know, sometimes things does not happen the way we think it should be. Some absurd things happen sometime. So, you know, still people are there to govern. But we can't control everything, I feel. When it becomes so much in number, I don't think so we'll be able to monitor it that greatly.
What do you think? It is inevitable that humans are going to wipe out itself? Like, either it is world war or nuclear bomb or artificial intelligence, we are done for.
Yaar, sabko to jana hai ek din.
Like, but it is too soon. Like that day only, no, I was giving you the analogy that dinosaurs lived for 150 million years, but we are just for 4 million years. Right? But it's too soon. But somehow...
We can't predict, you know. There are some random factors like COVID happened out of blue.
Yeah.
Nobody expected that. Everybody was thinking that life would be chill, we'll be doing that in 2020, we'll be doing this in 2021. COVID happened. Nobody expected this.
Go and read that book, Revolution 2020. It is all about what will happen in 2020, and none of that happened in 2020. Chetan Bhagat, you have to come out and accept that you were wrong. Like, he talked about colleges and schools in 2020, and all the colleges and all the schools were closed in 2020. Right? So stop predicting future, man. And we should also stop doing that.
We can just, stem out the possibilities.
Yeah.
What can be the possibilities? But we can't say that this will happen.
There are people...
Because every now and then we'll be bombarded with things like COVID or some other thing. You never know.
There are actually people, you can search them on YouTube. They are ready for an apocalypse. That they are ready that the whole world is going to shut down. You know what scale they are ready? They have stocked up a lot of grocery. They have stocked up a lot of utilities. They have made bunkers. They are ready for an atom bomb dropping. Those people are available on YouTube. You can see.
I'm gonna check that.
They are going to show that, listen, if this happens, I'm ready. This is my backpack. If I have to run away, this is the gun I'm going to use if zombies come. All like that.
Yeah.
Right? So those people are also over there who are just too much paranoid about the future.
Yeah.
Listen, man, if shit goes that downhill, I don't want to live anymore, man. Just kill me.
Yeah,
Right?
gun reminds me of the, Indian system that a lot of people does not have guns over here.
Yeah, you need to get educated for that. You need to have a lot of gun schools for that.
License, obviously, you need license for that.
Yeah.
But I think
I need to check out, like, what is the closest...
in America, you'll find almost every house, they'll be having one gun over there. It is the case, right?
Yeah. Because, see, the thing is that law and this government is just not strong enough to protect each and every one of us, right? So when it gets late at night, you try and walk in the alley and say that you feel safe. It is not going to be that way, right? So at some point, if you are strong enough and wise enough, you are going to take the defense in your hand. And that starts with martial arts. And then martial art, like a person who's having a gun, no martial art is beating that person, right? Or a knife or something, right? So, yeah. Let's find the closest gun school in Bangalore and let us share the experience over here the next time.
I feel, Ashish, that monitoring should be there, complete monitoring. It would be hard, but
I'm not personally ready for a gun, man, because I need to deal with some anger issues first. But if I'm like completely settled down over there, then I'll have a gun, because it's not safe for you to have your gun if you are not settled with your emotions, right?
Yeah.
So that is the same with anything. Like if you are solid internally, then even if you touch and go and drink alcohol, you are going to be fine. You do any drugs, you are going to be fine. But if you are like very amateur over there, you are going to get addicted, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Exactly.
Okay, Komal, we talked for 1 hour. That was quick. So shall we end this?
Yeah, we need to go out.
Yeah, we need to go. Otherwise, we are going to miss another audition for Komal.
Not audition, one meeting.
Yeah, meeting for a next shoot. Okay, guys. So we have to talk about the Art of Speaking course. Go down in the description box. You are going to find more about it. It's basically a month-long program. There are shorter programs coming up as well. I got people right now working for Art of Speaking now, Komal. They're developing the website and all.
Along with me.
Yeah, Komal has been working. She is the first employee that I've had. But she started to work without any pay.
I was not employed. It was my business only. What are you saying, Ashish?
She's like co-founder of Art of Speaking. I said it. Okay, but if you want to register for it, please go ahead. No, seriously. I was telling Komal that day that you are pretty good at all this and you have been a student over there, so you know what I want. So maybe when we will be doing offline seminars, I'm going to be carrying Komal with me.
I don't know, but people over there were telling me that you're good, but I was not having this belief in me.
Yeah, so when she was in 6th batch to learn, so basically she's preparing for pageants and all, and she wants to become better at speaking. So I said that why not join the good old homeschool?
Yeah.
So of Art of Speaking. So she joined it, and other students were thinking, "Ma'am, ab bhi padhaoge kya?"
They were all calling me ma'am. You know, I was telling, don't please call me by my name.
Yeah, so that's the thing. But coming back to the point, Art of Speaking is a long course. That, like I was saying, the shorter courses are also coming up. If you want to just test the water, go over there, check it out. Go down in the description box. Maybe right now the website is not ready. If it is ready, check it out. It's a cool website.
Yeah, so I'm going to say something to it. You know, since last 2 podcasts, you must have seen some changes as me in terms of confidence, in terms of articulation, in terms of everything, right? When it comes to communication. So it's it's not something, since you must be thinking that since I'm in close relationship with Ashish, so that's why I'm promoting it. But I seriously believed in that seriously helped me building my confidence more, seeing myself that I evolved a lot through this 1 month. I evolved a lot in terms of confidence, in terms of communication. So thank you for that. You evolved me greatly.
You're most welcome, ma'am. There you go. A very organic testimonial. So go over there, check it out. That's about it, Komal. We are going to end this podcast over here. See you guys next time. Had a great time, Komal. You make my week amazing. And see you next time. Till then, bye.
Bye. Take care. Keep smiling. Bye bye. Like, we need to rush.